Uh, I like this game, and so I thought I'd make a video about it. Currently playing on max difficulty because yeah, the other shit is too easy, right? Yeah. So let's see what we get. So yeah, this is my first video ever, I don't know. So if you notice anything, have any comments on the audio or the quality or whatever, just let me know in the comments. Given there are any comments, of course. Who knows with this YouTube algorithm. Alright. Still pretty shit. Sorry. I hate this and I hate this. Let's try again. Ah, fuck. Didn't I banish that? Okay, this is good. Fuck that. Warp strike. So yeah, basically the build I've been going for. I don't know when have you played this game, but the audio's a bit loud for me. Hold on, let's lower that a little bit. But it's a build that's based off of Warp Strike and Gem High. So let's see. That's pretty shit. Shit. Okay, well this is Master, so definitely go for that. Don't ever want to see you again. Chain Lightning is awesome. Which basically means since Warp Strike spawns these shards along with other shards, and Gem High is built off of well, you getting shards, it's a really nice synergy. Grab the buff here. And you all need to take 1 point in this shit, right? Because we're not there for the damage. We're not using it for the damage. Force is also great with this build because you will be spawning a bunch of shards, even though I am running with the infinite full range. We're not taking it for the full range, we're taking it for the damage. So yeah, basically I'll just be getting as much experience as I can here while I set up my build, which of course requires a bunch of this. Sometimes I get really unlucky and I don't get what I want, but usually I can steer it kind of in the right direction. Yeah. Execution is another one that I'll go for since this is yet another shard, so it's unfortunately not higher rarity than Adept, but that's fine. It is fine. It's just haste is nice, but I'm gonna continue getting Chain Lightning since it is Master, and as you can see, it completely fucks shit up. And again, this is on max difficulty, so like, yeah, he's already dead. See what we get. Let's continue with Force for now. Doesn't help us right now. It's basically Chain Lightning killing everything in my dragon, but yeah. We haven't gotten Gem High yet, which is kind of shit, but so as long as we get it at some point, I'm happy. And of course we're looking for getting that Master. I have gotten 2 items that gives Master, and so that's what I'm going for as much as I can. I don't really care for the Adept on these 2. I have just as much Banish and Alteration as possible, and also re-rolling shit, but it's mainly just to get so I can steer the build into, well, what I will call my farming build for items. Because this build, I mean, it is fun, but I basically just spam this build mostly so that I can farm items, because I know this is a surefire way to beat the highest difficulty. And yeah, the infinite pull range is just like the best in slot, if you ask me. Like, the fact that you don't have to go gather all this shit, you can just go farm shrining, or farm shrining, shrine farming. Like, oh, there it is. So gem high, it doesn't need to be a master, definitely not. You want that just as soon as you can. Because now, as you can see, we're already speeding up a whole lot. And it is gonna drop off occasionally, especially since the game does have pauses. And I'm gonna go for wisdom since it is master, but if this was anything other than master, I would have leveled this up so it lasts longer. But master wisdom, we're not gonna say no to that. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. But, oh yeah, it does drop off every now and again, right? But it is because the game does have pauses, as you can see right then and there. It's not as many mobs. It doesn't always spam. So all of these are master, but they're all shit. We don't need any of them for this build. But I do want to come back into this, and there's a higher chance to get more god blessings from this, I don't know, this goddess, if you already have something from her, because you have a high chance just innately to get more, that's what you say, right, innately, anyway, to get more level up. So if I already have something in here, there's a high chance she's gonna offer me more, and I'll grab the area, because I guess why not. Well, I'm talking about, of course, that I have nothing on my gear that gives higher, but it's already at almost 50%. Same with new blessings, it's just innately you have that high. The rest you're gonna have to work for, right? So, and this is in no way like me. This is like not a video where I'm trying to make a guide, but I'm starting to feel like it's kind of becoming like a guide. It's not. I just love this fucking game, and I just want to play it. And maybe make a buck or two one day from playing it, or other games, I don't know. I don't know why I'll sound like a southerner. Alright, so I'm definitely going for expert force here. These two are kind of whatever, in my opinion. At least for this build that I'm going for. But yeah, as you can see, as soon as gem high revs up, yeah, we move fast, we attack fast, it's awesome. All of these are just adept, but soul stealer adept is still really good, so I'm going for that. And we do have execution, and they curse, which just means that we're gonna get even more shards and shit. One thing I want to mention is that gem high increases the speed of everything. It's not just, you know, attack speed and movement speed. It also means your summons attack faster, your cooldowns for everything is decreased. So say you get, for instance, the summoner, which says you get summoning damage every 60 seconds. Well, while gem high is active, if you have master summoner, for instance, it's gonna go down to like 14%. So or no, you get 16% every 14 seconds. And so yeah, it just balls out of control really fast. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue leveling that up for now. And I'm really not liking all of these voice cracks I'm having. It's absolutely disgusting. But I guess it adds entertainment value. So, well, there it is. Like that one guy said in Jurassic Park. So yeah, the build just revolves around a splinter. Sadly not. The things I'm looking for here is Fury. Unfortunately not a master, but I'll take it. And Splinter, because Splinter would mean that I should add even more attacks, which means I proc more Chain Lightning and more Soul Stealers, and I also... okay, this is awesome. Lightning Bolt is amazing, but I'm gonna have to go for Brevity, because that works for all of the spells rather than just being one spell faster. So yeah. So you can see here, while Gem High is active... hold on. While Gem High is active, it's like 195%, so everything is almost 3 times faster. I feel like all of these here are pretty shit, you know. This one I guess would be fine if we actually went for an attack damage build, but I think generally attack damage is kind of garbage in this game, so... and this, I mean, you lose too much spell cooldown, and this is just shill. Not shill, shit. So I'll just grab the minor heal upgrade for that one. I don't know, that's what I feel. Let me know if you... An alteration ritual is good, but what I've noticed is that it can give you shurikens, however you pronounce that, and if you go for this build and you get shurikens, it's too many like projectiles on the screen, which just makes me lag like I don't know what. So I'm just gonna continue getting the experience for now. Wisdom works nice. Time field again, no thank you. We're just gonna level up wisdom again. So yeah, this is like a pause, and then you see there's no enemies, so obviously Gem High is impossible to keep up here. I don't want more Adept, I want Master, so I'm just gonna get more heals. You see it's a super long pause. Yeah, this Master Chain Lightning is tearing shit up. Yeah, another ability I'm always on the lookout for is... oh, Malady is fantastic. But another ability I'm also on the lookout for is Mayhem, that gives more damage each time you kill an enemy. Because that can also ball off control. But I'm absolutely gonna go for Malady, and that's because if someone gets shield or above all cursed, and it dies, it will spread to everyone, which means that more of them gets cursed. If I did have Mayhem, I get more damage, and because I have Execution, I get more experience, etc., etc. And the area here scales with spell area. So if you have spell area, it's going to be a bigger. So if, you know, 800 maybe is that much. If you have 100, it's going to be, you know, yeah, you get it. So definitely going for Malady. It's really good with this build. Especially again if we get Mayhem, because then the damage from Mayhem is everything. It increases not only your attack damage, it increases the damage of your spells, your summons, your spells, why do I get voice cracks? That's disgusting. I'm gonna go for Brevity because that means all my spells are faster and shit. I think we got a legendary from... No, I got the jumping shrine, never mind. I didn't even take alteration ritual. Oh, alright. So these just gotta be careful. I'm gonna keep attacking them just to get the Gem High. Jonas! No! Oh wow, okay. I have a revival. I'm actually doing this really bad. Jakob! Alright, Alex! There we go. Master Lightning Bolt, absolutely. So when I'm faced with this, it's like, yeah, it would be great to level any of these up, but if I don't pick the Master Lightning Bolt now, then the next time I roll it might not be Master. So definitely if you get a Master, unless it's shit, of course, then pick the Master. So, because you're gonna get to level these up sooner or later, but we're definitely picking the Master here. And we're getting the Summoner. Awesome. So this is, I would love to get this, but the Summoner, especially since I'm a dragon, and if you like, you know, summons, then you see here what I was talking about before. The interval is 60 seconds, but I'm going to show you soon what I mean with it stacking with Gem High. Holy shit, there's a lot of shrines here. Let's go this way first. And Peace of Mind, by the way, it doesn't just regenerate your health, it also gives you experience, so always make sure you pick those up if you don't need health. And by the way, if you press tab, you have your spells here, and you can see here, once you've picked up any shrines, you can see here exactly what it does. And this is the peace of mind, so you see its experience and the health, so always pick that up. Let's see, yeah, don't care about any of these, definitely getting force. Oh, I just lost gem high. I was gonna show you what I meant with the summoner thing. This one is great as well. We can keep shooting without losing movement speed. If there's any mobs. This one is pointless though, of course, since we have infinite pull range with the rune I'm going with. But okay, gem high is pretty stacked up, so I'm gonna show you what I meant. The interval on the summoner now is 21 seconds rather than 60 seconds. So it's already given me 18%. And it's pretty insane considering it's... And here's Mayhem, by the way. Unfortunately, it's only novice. But the earlier you get this, obviously, the more work gets done from it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick it right now. And especially since we have Malady, which means most of the enemies that we kill will actually be cursed. I'm also gonna get the Ravens of Pestilence because they're gonna be going around cursing more, even though they're just novice, which kind of sucks. But more cursed means more damage, more experience, etc., etc. Let's see. And luck is really, really good because that means we have a higher chance of proccing both Chain Lightning and Soul Stealers. Yeah, just gonna continue leveling Brevity. Brevity, of course, is not just... Yeah, it's all cooldowns and speed for everything. So my my dragon that I'm getting from I'm gonna show my items after the run. By the way, I should have maybe started with that, but whatever. So yeah. Spell cooldowns or spell speed, whatever, it also means that all your summons attack faster, so it's really, really good, especially if you have the dragon that I have, which is from this one, Onyx Dragon. So if you find an item with Onyx Dragon, definitely, if you don't have anything like really, you need to have like a really good stat stick item that if you want to compete with Onyx Dragon, because it's really good. So here's spell duration, which is great as well. Increase the duration even for anything that is duration based, including your items and your say I took Alteration Ritual, which the master lasts 45 seconds. If you had that, it will last longer, so it goes just for anything. So that's a really good one as well. But it was only novice, so I'm gonna opt out of it for now. But as you can see, this is basically what the build is about. You just run around shooting shit, maintaining gem high as much as possible. I don't have... Oh well, yeah, this actually makes my Soul Stealers last longer, as I said before. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that. Another level. Serendipity is also great, so I'm gonna pick that. That means we proc our Chain Lightning and our Soul Stealers more often. So that's great. Lifelink, by the way, is also probably, according to me at least, the best dash modification you can have. It can, if you get Master level 5 Lifelink, I've had it deal like, yeah, just insane amount of it. So there's Splinter. It's unfortunately novice, but I'm still gonna grab it because it's one of the best. Or am I gonna... I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna hope we get it in at least Adept. Excusez-moi. So I'm gonna go for Fortune for now. Fortune is also great, of course, if you're doing like me, trying to narrow down all of the God Blessings to something, well, whatever build you're going for. If you don't, of course, just want to leave it all up for RNGesus, Jesus take the wheel, por favor. So, yeah. Yeah, this is definitely like the best build I've found so far in this game. Right now I'm just gonna get more ravens, more cursed enemies. I don't know, I don't think Mayhem have done too much yet. No, plus 4 damage. Where it really shines is the wave, I like to call them spam waves, where, you know, like the first one, the first spam you get is, you know, the green blobs with skulls in them. And then you get the blue bulbs, blobs, or whatever you want to call it. And then the last one is the skeleton spam. And during those waves, that's where really force also comes to shine. I get more luck for that, that's also great. That's where you really like the mayhem, because then basically all of those that die will be cursed, especially since I have Malady now. And you're just gonna get so much value out of mayhem. It's quite crazy. So yeah, no, definitely let's continue with Deadlock for now. 100% damage is nice. And by the way, if there's any questions, like if you, I don't know how many's gonna watch this for starters, but if it gets any attention and you're wondering about something, then just let me know. I for one just am hoping so much that they update this game, because I am completely in love with it. I fucking love this game. Again, there's no Splinter. I could reroll for it, but I don't necessarily need Splinter right now, so I'm just gonna again greed for it. So hope we get it as master. It's not a big chance, but we could. I'm also saying we. I think I've been watching too much YouTube, which is also why I'm trying to get into it. But everyone says we, you know. But I guess it's more inclusive. Like, so here's the blue, and you can see what I mean here with everything. Definitely this. So because the interval on this, you're gonna see at the end how much damage this is giving us. You can see here, shit is pretty much just gonna die, and you can see basically every enemy is cursed. So we can do a little experiment. It has given us 13% damage. This is great, but I don't want it in Adept, so we're gonna go for Brevity for now. We should be moving also, by the way, since we have Master Lightning One. Yeah, almost every enemy here is cursed, which means pretty much every single one is gonna give us 0.1% damage. So every 10 mobs here that dies is a full percent of damage, which is obviously really good. And again, Mayhem gives it to all of our damage that we cause, even item damage, whatever damage, it's gonna scale with it. So I'm gonna check afterwards. Oh, voice cracks. I mean, this is master now. I think I will take this since it is master. But again, if this gives us shurikens or shurikens, I never know, sure, whatever. If it gives us that, since we're going for splinters and all that, and shoot, it just creates so many projectiles on the screen. But let's hope we don't get it. But if we do get it, I can at least show you what I mean. So yeah, no problem at all with this build here. And you can see we're getting a bunch of experience, and the infinite full range just gives it all to us. So no thank you to the novice. That's the end of the wave. So we had 14% on Mayhem, I believe, and now we have 20%. So that's 6% damage. I actually thought that was going to be higher. I'm going to edit in a picture I took, I think in the video at some point, where I can show you the true power. I think I had like something like 900%. I got Mayhem early on Master, and I had like the perfect setup for getting shit cursed and attacking really fast and Splinter and all of whatnot. This one is fantastic, especially if you're going for the lifelink build, because you can just dash all the time. But right now I don't even have a modification for my dash, so I'm just gonna go for movement speed. So out of this, definitely get that to expert finally, so it lasts longer. Just means it's just higher upkeep. Yeah. So yeah, Summoner, it's already given us 180%, which is crazy. So it has soon almost tripled the damage of our dragon. But yeah, what time is it? 13:35. So at the end of this, let's see how much it has given. And yes, you can see I'm basically almost always shooting because, yeah, I move slower when I shoot, but if I do get to maintain the gem high speed buff, I will be moving faster even while shooting. So I'm just trying as much. So, and yeah, the summoner here should die really quickly. Well, not that quickly. I'm not that strong, but fairly quick. And you can see as gem high starts to stack up, he's just gonna die faster and faster, and our dragon's just gonna completely kick his ass. Yeah, he's not dying as fast as I think I killed. The fastest I've killed him is like 2 seconds. But yeah, there he goes. And that's, you know, max difficulty. Yeah, duration is fine. Again, these are duration based, so they're almost twice as almost twice as long now. And again, we also have alteration ritual, so it was originally 45 seconds, now it's 82, which is also really good, of course. Yeah, this is definitely not the strongest run I've had. I think the strongest one was when I reached like level, I think 67 or something crazy like that. And it was with this build, but I was not going for master. I was going for rarity, so I had a lot of rarity, and I found 2. I think they're called withered trees, and they both give 111% more experience if you pick that option, of course. But all the god blessings you're offered after you take it, so beyond that point it's going to be novice, which was fine by me because I was going for anyway. And believe it or not, those trees stack, and I found 2 of those trees, so that was 222% more experience on top of I believe I also had master wisdom max level. So, and I think I also found the tree of wisdom where you can choose to get 50% more experience, but you get less pull range, which of course is whatever because we have infinite pull range, so it's just a free 50% experience. So yeah, we just keep slaughtering these enemies, hoping to get something nice. I'm actually gonna see if I can get into. Oh, never mind. That's too good to pass up on. But I do want to get Splinter. But as you can see, it's definitely not necessary. I mean, as soon as you have Ward Strike and Gem High, like this build, like it doesn't matter too much what you go for, but the absolute best path to go after that, in my experience, is again I'm gonna try to get, and I'm gonna grab that then, is unhit stuff. I don't know if I was gonna hit there. I already have the experience. Oh, never mind, it's gone. But I would have waited it out so I can just, so the first one doesn't get redundant or whatever. Oh, these shrines are amazing. Either of these options are fantastic, but I usually opt out for one spell projectile because even your because that means 1 more phantom for soul stealers, it means 1 more bounce from chain lightning, and for those waves where they spam, it's amazing. Actually, a little bit of danger here. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go for that. That's so much damage. Lightning bolt, by the way, is really good versus bosses, because every single one of the lightning bolts will go on the boss, so single target them down. So it does so much damage to that, to bosses. Yeah, I'll trigger a trap, sure. Unburn. I hope that doesn't last too long. Alright, we're doing fairly alright, I think. Again, not the strongest run I've had. Oh shit, we actually don't have a revival, so if we die, maybe we can get Splinter. Oh, it's unfortunately. At this point, I guess I'll grab Novice. Well, we can reroll, hope for the best. Reroll, hope for the best. Well, at least it's Adept. Let's go for that. We can die here. We can definitely die here. I didn't, so great. So now we're getting trapped in here. It's another one of those. I can still die because the golden one, I'm gonna have to pay attention here to the, because the golden one has, there it is. So yeah, I dodged that, great. Or well, he died. So. I'll go for Soul Stealers for now. And I've completely forgotten what I talked about. But yeah, the Splinter you want in and Master because it gives so many more projectiles. The only difference from Novice to Adept is that it's less of a penalty on your area damage. It goes from a penalty of -60% to -40%. But it's completely whatever in this build, of course. I guess I'll start maxing this one out and ban that one and hope we never get up for that build again because we have everything we want from there. We have got a lightning bolts and flare from alteration, I think so. And the reason I'm healing is because I think I have like a small percent chance to heal 1 life on hit and a little bit on kill. So that's what's regenerating our health, if you were wondering about that. Oh no, we got shurikens. Well, if they do last until we have the next spam wave, the skeletons that just rush in, which is about a minute, so we might actually have it. You will be witnessing some true definition of lag. I also might die actually, holy shit. It's the fucking... It's the freaking... it's those eyes. I need to pay attention a little bit here. Oh, that was also very close. Juicy. It's whatever if I do die. I mean, I feel like I've shown off what I wanted to show off. Movement speed is noise. Just like in the Binding of Isaac, movement speed is key. I do love Binding of Isaac as well. More on that later. Here comes the wave. Just gonna find out where he is. There he is. As you can see there, you can actually block. Yep, here comes the lag. This is what happens if you have shurikens on these waves. Yep, I might die here because of the lag, because you see the game doesn't... I'm not even shooting anything because... Yep. Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't really demonstrate too much because I did get shurikens, and that's why I never pick Alteration Ritual. Yeah. Anyway, you can see here Force. If it was Master, it would have been even more. But the reason it does so much damage is because it scales with your damage, of course. But it's also it's the thing there. Percent of experience points in shard to bonus damage is 570%, and then the shard base damage is pretty high already because, well, you have spell damage. Sorry, that was a text message and stuff. And then again, Mayhem. It ended up giving us, and this is the level 1 novice, right? It's 40.5% to all damage, which is great. So if you get offered Mayhem and you have a chance to proc curse a lot, then definitely go for that. Yeah, and then Chain Lightning was level 5 master, and we attack so fast, and we have luck and all of that stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase this build that I found. I don't know if anyone else have found this already. I'm just uploading this blindly as my first video. And yeah, and it's a good way to farm items, I found, because it's pretty easy to beat the game with this build. Nah, that's pretty bad. I usually also just check the shop if there is anything interesting. So far I can't really say there is. Nah. So yeah, but yeah, my gear I was gonna show you. Again, this is the gear I'm using, or the amulet and head I'm using if I'm going for master offers, which I find is the more fun one. It's more RNG based, but if you do get a lot of master, it's fun. And then this one, generally I should say what I'm going for is a lot of alteration and a lot of banish. That's mainly just because I want to be able to alternate into the build that I want as fast as possible, which is again Warp Strike and Gem High, and then go from there. So I'm not offered the time God Blessing dude. I want to be able to alternate until I do get to that guy. I don't always do that immediately, but that's like the best I can do. or the best outcome, really. So the gear in general, what I'm going for is, you know, a lot of this and the 2 master. I'm also looking for master on other piece of gear as much as I can, but it's not going too well for the moment. But yeah, so these 2 and banish there is awesome, and then this one 3 banish, 3 alteration, exactly what I want. And then the Onyx Dragon is just a huge plus. Definitely not necessary for this build, but if you do get like summoning and stuff in the game, like and the damage, the dragon breath damage is the damage he does, by the way. I don't know why the damage 66 to 96 is there, because he never does that attack, whatever that is referring to. He always does the dragon breath, so it's a lot of damage, and it scales with your summon damage and it scales with your spell damage, so your summoning gets from both of these. So he has already a lot of extra damage. He deals 200 to 300 damage unbuffed in the start of the game. And then I have my chest again, banish, alteration, and the revival is, as you could see in the run I just did, is amazing. 22 evasion is kind of whatever, but it's nice to have, like, you evade sometimes. It's just nice. This one I recently found, which is awesome. 3 spell projectiles and count. And it also inherently, whatever you say, has 3 projectile shooting, which is also amazing for this build. And the 3 spell projectile and count is obviously awesome. It means that every single spell, where is it? There, additional summons and projectile count for your God Blessing, dashes, summons, items, spells. So everything gets 3 additional missiles, or for instance, if you have summons, you summon 3 extra. If I had lifelink, 3 extra links will be created. If you have blades, you get, I think, 2 or 3 extra. I don't know really how to, but yeah, in theory 3 extra blades on top of the one you already have. So this one is like the best in slot for this build. I also have an amazing option is this one. This one shoots a lot faster. You can see DPS increase I would have if I use this. This one is amazing, and the on-hit effect, if you were logged in on during the holidays, I guess it's the most PC term nowadays, during the holidays maybe, I don't know, whatever, who gives a shit. This one is an amazing option if you don't have multi-head, because you're gonna shoot super fast, you're gonna be freezing, and if you get Malady, for instance, with this, everything on the screen will be frozen, so this is a lot safer, and you're gonna do a lot more damage. And then I have, again, this one, the summon damage, I don't really care about. The adept is whatever. What I'm here for is the slight increase in rarity, which means I actually get rarity upgrades a lot. I don't know if you noticed during the run, but it's alright. And the adept is also kind of whatever, it's just there. It's mostly for banish and alteration and the little rarity. This one is just more experienced. The attack, project, and spell velocity is nice, especially combined with my gloves, which have 96%. This means that all of my attacks, these 2 combined, flies 114% faster. Everything, including, you know, the attacks from your summons, and everything is just faster. The velocity is faster. And so on this, the only thing I'm really wanting is the attack, projectile, spell velocity, and the spell damage. And then you have the attack, critical chance, and shard pull, which obviously are just kind of dead stats on this, unfortunately, but I haven't found anything better. So yeah. And here, the luck here is amazing. 10% more luck, that means, again, for all the on-hit effects, which is what I'm going for typically, it's just gonna happen more often. And then banish, alteration, you know the drill, it's what you want. Same thing here, the movement speed is nice. A little extra evasion combined with one here means that I have 25% chance to avoid an attack, which is nice, but not necessary. And then again, this is the only reroll, which reroll is also fine, but alteration I feel like is better for what I'm going for, since I'm trying to go for a specific set of build, right? So yeah, that's the gear, and yeah, that's pretty much all I had for this video, I think. Again, if you have any questions or anything, just post it in the comments. This is my first video. I'm gonna try as well as I can to grow this channel to a point where maybe I can actually earn a happy buck, like Bob Ross calls it. So yeah, thanks for watching. And I'm supposed to ask for a like and a subscribe, I think. So I'm gonna do that, I guess, and comment. Yeah.